how to get organic marketing to finally work for you through the eyes of the marketing godfather himself, Seth Godin. Number one, marketing is about change, not persuasion. So marketing is not about trying to convince someone, oh, this is what you need to do, this is the path that you should take. Marketing is all about change, about finding the people who are looking to make a change, looking to get an end result, and helping them do that. Providing the vehicle to get them to the end result that they want. Marketing is helping. You are helping people get to where they want to be. And you don't need to persuade someone to do that. You simply say, hey, let me understand what your pain point is. Let me understand what your problem is. And this is a possible solution for you. Marketing is not about persuasion. It's about change. Two, you don't need everyone. You only need the right few. Mass marketing is dying, and it's just getting more and more and more less effective as the years go by. And so instead of trying to reach everyone, do mass market, it is far better to dominate a very, very specific niche and then grow out from there. For example, I myself chose to dominate dancers, TikTok dancers in particular, very specific sliver, very specific wedge. Those are the people I help the most. And then I start to go outward and help other creators who also need to learn how to make money. Help other creators who could also benefit from the same systems, the same ideas, the same frameworks, the same knowledge to apply to their business. But the whole point is you have to choose one sliver, one specific wedge first, dominate that category, and then you can go horizontally to the next one and to the next. So you don't need everyone, you just need the right few. Rule number 3, remarkable beats loud. In other words, give people something to talk about. You can try to market something that is haphazard, not a great product, not something we're talking about, not something that people are going to recommend to their friends, and you're just trying to push a boulder up a hill. What you really want is natural motion, word of mouth, having a product that is so good people cannot help but want to share it with their friends, with their family, with their followings, because it will better their lives as well as their own, because they're the ones who shared it with everyone else. You want sneezers. You want people who are going to promote your stuff for you. And that only happens when you create a product or a service or whatever it is you're selling that is so good they cannot help but want to share it with others. So, give them something to talk about. Remarkable beats loud. Rule 4, permission beats interruption. Have people raise their hand and literally say, I would like to hear more of what you have to say. That means you're providing value. That means that whatever you're providing is improving people's lives. And so they want to hear what you have to offer. They believe what you're speaking about. They believe what you have to offer is going to improve their lives. And so they are going to be far more likely to buy from you. You do not want to interrupt people who do not want to hear from you. And so they already have gating and other systems involved to prevent people from doing that. You just press stop when you get a text that you don't want. Even email has been blocked with spam. No one wants all kinds of different messages. Instead, give people a freebie, give people a lead magnet, give something away for free of value so that people raise their hand and say, yes, I want to hear more about what you got to say. Let them sign up for what you have to offer. 5, people buy stories, not features. Your content, your marketing, your organic reach needs to be able to answer one question. What does this say about me if I use this product? Porsche says, I make money. Labubu says, I'm with the times, I'm current. Stanley Cup says, I'm health conscious. I like to drink water, I'm healthy. What does your product and using your product or service say about them? If someone is using the most elite expensive lawyers, that signals something versus someone who uses a public defender. Everything has some sort of signal or connotation about who you are within the world. 6, a brand is a promise of what to expect. So be sure to give people what they're expecting. If you go to a restaurant that has always been Chinese cuisine, and then one day, all of a sudden, randomly, they start serving Italian, people lose trust within that brand. They don't know what to expect anymore. They can't even recommend it to other people because they don't know what they're going to get on any given day. I always think about the hotel test. When you think about Versace, and if Versace had a hotel, I actually think they do, you know what to expect. You know it's going to be glitz, glam, you know it's going to be high end, you know it's going to be maximalist, Greco designs, gold, right? But can you tell me what a Betty Crocker hotel would look like? You have no idea because they don't have the same expectations or brand identity or cues for us to be like, I know what to expect. If Nike made a hotel, I already know it's going to have a lot of athletics involved. There's probably going to be a basketball court within the hotel, which is really cool. Probably going to be a swimming pool. It's going to be athletic and health conscious and everything about excellence within sports because that's what Nike is. That's the promise they give to us as consumers. So make sure you understand that your brand is a promise and you give people what they expect. Rule number 7, trust beats tactics. Tactics is, I'm going to do a monthly drop this year because everyone's been doing that and that's all the rage recently. Trust is, I show up every day giving the same format and the same type of content that my audience has come to know and love. One is consistency and one is doing a trend and a flash in the moment. Trust is, I know what to expect from you. You've already given me what I know I like, and so I come to you for things that I like. And that is how you build trust over time. Trust compounds, tactics expire. So make sure you are building trust. And then finally, rule number 8, culture is the real battlefield. You have to stand for something. You have to know who you guys are and who you're not. You have to know who's part of your tribe and who's not, and exactly why people are part of your tribe versus those who aren't. And it's better to stand for something that's divisive and rather than try to stand for everyone. Because when you stand for everyone, you stand for no one. So know your tribe, know who's a part of it, know why, and then leave everyone else to the wayside. So employ all these tactics from the master of marketing himself, Seth Godin, and you will finally see how organic marketing can work for you. I've done this myself and I've already seen an uptick within my reach. So if it works for me, it can work for you. Be genuine, be authentic, be consistent, know who you're trying to serve and serve them well. Other than that, check out vcmsuite.com. It has all the tools to run your creator-based business, to run your social media-based business. I use online tools for my business and it's done very well for me. So I will see you guys on the next post.